My name is Michael Muldrow. I am the new police commissioner with the York City Police Department. And my role with respect to downtown York. Well, I'm a York person, so a York native. So I guess I would say my role is, in addition to being a protector, I am also a uh, staunch advocate for York, downtown York, and the people that live here. Out of respect for my dad, who was a black man, and my mom, who was a beautiful black woman, they raised a black son. They raised two black sons, and that's what I am. And I am definitely proud of that. I'm proud of everything that it took to make that. The trials that we went through, the tribulations that we went through as a culture, the ups, the downs, the wins, the losses. And while I'm respectful of every other culture that's walking God's green earth, I am here now as a black man, and I'm proud of that. Currently, like now, I draw inspiration from so many places. I draw inspiration from everybody. I'm always constantly learning. I'm always constantly evaluating, taking new things in. Definitely my relationship with God, and my parents. I I, uh, I I was dealt a lucky card as a kid. As a lot of my one of my best friends used to always tell me that he used to always jokingly say, "Yeah, like you were blessed, like you got lucky when everybody was drawing straws." Even my older brother, like he's about as near to perfect as you can get. I think right now the biggest hurdle and the biggest thing that we need to do, or that we can do as Yorkers, as York City, or even as the downtown, is really focusing on trying to hit the reset button and getting to a place where, as my dad would always say, we could agree to disagree. And although we may all live in different ways, whatever we have going on inside of our houses, whatever our personal beliefs or politics may be, that we kind of keep it to ourselves, or at the very least be able to have those debates and those barbershop conversations and express different viewpoints and be able to walk away from it not hating each other. I wish that our young people, uh, that something could reach them, that somebody could reach them, that something could wake them up a little bit, that they understand, particularly as a black community, or as the community of color, that they understand all the struggles, they understand all the fights that occurred, and learn to be respectful of that, all the stuff that happened before they got here, and everything, all the effort that it took to move them to a place where they can do and enjoy the things that they do and enjoy. It is my goal that I want people to, and the easiest way to see it is, I want people to see York like I see it, just as the beautiful, homespun, easygoing, potential-filled place that it's always been. People have a misinterpretation of what York is, because they stop at what they see at first-hand glance. But if they really knew what York was, if they really knew that the football bodysuit was created here, that Kwanzaa was developed here, that, like I said, Louis Appel is worth more than most human beings that have ever walked across the planet. If they really knew what York was, the fact that York has fought not to have subways and didn't want skyscrapers because they wanted to keep the same feel, they wanted to keep that same country connection, for people, to make it a place where people wanted to live and raise their kids and have their families. If they knew that York was basically always made up of the same 15 or 17 last names of people that all came from the same areas that you could track back, and we all knew each other, but because of that, it always kept certain limits and kept certain things in check. If people only knew how the history of the Strand and everything that went surrounded the Martin Memorial Library, and why York College doesn't have a football team, and people like, I mean, we've had Pulitzer Prize winners from York, and like now it was neat that people were able to see that Coach Arian, that's getting ready, Bruce Arians is getting ready to go to the Super Bowl again. and know that he's from York, but he's always been from York. And it's funny because you can look at him and tell that that man's from York. Where else are you gonna see a white man with a Kango hat on and a pair of stunting glasses like that all the time, like he's halfway ready to break dance? Like York has a certain swag, and I've always loved it. I've always enjoyed it. I've always been respectful of it. It's the reason why I fight for it, and I've dedicated myself to fight for York, because I'm an advocate. I love this place, and if I had any wish, I wish more people could see York like I see York.